What's on, ladies and gentlemen? My name's Ross, I like games, and today I would like to show you a very nice new Transformers TCG character card. Now, it is a super rare, which means it's, one of those ones you're going to be digging through packs to try and find. And we need to give a massive shout out to the lovely folks over at VectorSigma.info who have done the preview, especially lovely Scott Landis, who was the individual who wrote the preview. Although as a whole, right, love Vector Sigma. I've said this many times, okay? Vector Sigma is a great website, and if you're not checking out the website regularly, you probably should be, because it's a really good strategy website. Seriously, if you've not ever checked it out, if you have, you'll know what I'm talking about. If you haven't, just take a minute and go and have a look. Though maybe after we've watched this video. So Decepticon Pounce then, what can we say about Decepticon Pounce? Well, the first thing is the stats are actually really pretty good. It is an 8 cost, and we're expecting like a 4-12 too, and we do get the 12 health, and the attack averages to 4, but it's 5 and 3, which in a lot of ways is better, because it means you've got one side where you can go, right, I am a good attacker in this mode, alt mode. And then in bot mode, you've got a defensive 3. Defensive 2 in alt mode is fine, but defensive 3 on an 8 cost is good. Attack of 5 on an 8 cost is good. So for the stars you're paying, you've got a legitimately good defense and a legitimately good attack in various modes. That is really good. And, I mean, look, you're a melee character, right? Which means that you've got access to Power Sword and Body Armor, the two of my favorite cards in the game, and it just helps you to build on that. Being an 8 cost with Bold 3 because you've got Power Sword and 5 attack naturally is pretty good. Being an 8 cost with Body Armor giving you Tough 3 and a natural defensive 3 is again pretty gosh darned good. But we need some skills here, and we've got some skills here. In bot mode, when you flip to this mode, you look at the top 3 cards of your deck. You may then reveal a secret action from among them and put it into your hand, and put the rest on top of your deck in any order. Yeah, that's pretty nice. The on top of your deck in any order could be good if you've got a card that, say, lets you draw one, for instance, and it means you know which one you're drawing. If you're just about to battle, it really doesn't matter, because when you attack, you're flipping minimum 2 cards, so it doesn't matter what order those 2 cards are in. But if you've got something that lets you draw 1 card, for instance, then that would be quite nice. So that's alright. That's fine. And then in alt mode, you get +2 attack for each face down or face up secret action that you have. So if you've played a secret action, then all of a sudden you end up with 7 attack. 7 attack on an 8 cost is stupid. It's really high. Like, really high. We should be very excited about this. But of course, as we've seen from both of the skills so far, we are very much locking ourselves into a secret action deck. And you basically have to. You've got to lock yourself into a secret action deck. Now, look, this is one of those where it's very difficult to really know what the best option here is. We've gotten to the point where there are so many secret actions, it's quite hard for me to sit here and go, oh, you should do these 7 secret actions, because actually there's so many for attacking and defending and all sorts. We could do probably hour-long video where we do a quick rundown of all the secret actions. But the point is, you've got enough flexibility here. This is a deck that can work as a defensive deck or an attacking deck. But then again, if you're a defensive deck, you're probably going to be in bot mode with your free defense. But then again, don't worry about that, because, you get to search your secret actions. And that's pretty good. So, if we're playing a lot of secret actions, it feels like at this stage there are a bunch of options we've got for characters that are really good with secret actions, and there are. One that I like very much indeed here is Sargent Skywarp. Sargent Skywarp is a very good one. I mean, first of all, remember a minute ago when I said if there's a card that lets you draw a card? Yeah, Sargent Skywarp. When you play a secret action, draw a card. Now, this actually works really well with Decepticon Pounce's bot mode skill. Because what you do is you look at the top 3 cards of your deck, find a secret action, put it into your hand. You then put the other 2 cards on top of your deck in any order, and then you play the secret action you just grabbed, and then Sargent Skywarp lets you draw a card, and you know which of the two you're going to draw. It means that you can take the card you want to play and leave a card, and it could be something as simple as there is a blue card and an orange card and you're about to attack, so pick up the blue card to remove a blue icon that would otherwise be flipped when you attack. Or in the best case scenario, you're finding a secret action that you want, then you're putting the cards back so that you draw the good card and leave the card you want to flip ready to flip. It really is a very synergistic card. Also, when you flip to alt mode, return up to 2 secret actions that have different names from your scrap pile to your hand. And this one is particularly good here because it means 2 things. You've always got secret actions and you've always got the right one. Because realistically speaking, Decepticon Pounce is not a character you need to be flipping back and forth to use the skills. You could, but by the same token, right, if you're attacking with Decepticon Pounce, as long as you've got enough secret actions in hand, you could just leave yourself in alt mode and just be getting a 7 attack while you flick Skywarp back and forth, and because every 2 turns you pick up 2 secret actions, you're going to always have a secret action. That's kind of nice. But don't forget you've got bot mode, which can get you secret actions, but then again, sometimes there's a lot to be said for using Skywarp over Pounce, because getting any 2 from the scrap pile a lot of the time is going to be better and more reliable than getting any 1 from the top 3 cards of your deck. Another one that I like very, very much here is Mirage. Now, I've made no secret of my love for Wave 1 Mirage, but actually it's the other Mirage that we're talking about here. You see, Mirage comes around, well, Sargent Mirage, if we want to be specific, came around in Wave 4, and while you have a face down or face up secret action, i.e. if you've played one, you've got Tough 2. Oh, that's quite nice. That's very nice. So again, this would be if you're playing a more defensive deck. Really, I like Skywarp for... I'm going to be honest, I like Skywarp for either. Skywarp's amazing. Mirage, I do like quite a bit more as a defensive option. Get Tough 2, and then be more in bot mode where you're a bit more defensive and life is good. Also, if you flip Mirage to alt mode, you reveal the top card of your deck, and if it's got a blue icon, you draw 2 cards. Otherwise, you draw 1. So again, you've got a little bit of draw power here, and remember what I said, with Pounce's bot mode skill, you want a little bit of draw power. And let's be clear, even if you're drawing 2 cards, remember, Pounce lets you look at 3 cards and pick a secret action. If there are no secret actions there, that's a bad thing, but you can at least put the 2 cards you want on top of your deck, making sure that the top one has got a blue icon, and then you'll still draw 2 of the 3 with Mirage, and that's pretty gosh darned good. Obviously, we need to give a bit of a shout out to Major Shockwave here. I don't think it has quite the synergy that a couple of the other cards do. However, we have got a little bit of draw power here. When you flick into alt mode, you draw a card, your opponent scraps a card from their hand, which is very, very nice. And regardless of what mode you're in, you get to play the top card of your deck as if it were in your hand, if it's a secret action card or another Decepticon card. So that could work. I don't think it's got the same level of synergy here, but it's quite fun. We've got Raider Laserbeak, who's just got a tap skill that lets you play a secret action. Now, this is very, very important because it lets you play a secret action in addition to your regular secret action you can play during your turn. And if we go back to the wording of Pounce here, and the wording is extremely important, the wording says +2 attack for each face down or face up secret action, which means that if you play a secret action +2 attack, you're up to 7. Yay! But if you then use Laserbeak's tap skill, then you've played 2. So now you've got 9 attack. And while we're here, we do have Brainstorm, which will allow you to play 2 actions during your turn, both of which could be secret actions. And we do have Special Ops Mission that will specifically let you play 2 secret actions. And I mean, you could start going a bit silly here. Play a Brainstorm to play a secret action and a special ops mission to play 2 secret actions. Then you played 3. Realistically, there will be a bunch of turns where you can play 2, either through special ops mission / Brainstorm or your regular one plus Laserbeak. And there will be occasional turns where you can play 3. But playing 2 gives you 9 attack and playing 3 gives you 11 attack. And we're getting into silly numbers here. So if you've got the stars to spare, I adore Laserbeak here. And to be fair, right, Mirage is a 7 cost. Pounce is an 8 cost. Laserbeak's a 5 cost. That would still give you 5 stars to spare. Or you could just put Skywarp in instead of Mirage and you'd have 4 stars to spare, as an example. But I like having 5 stars to spare because we've got Night Racer. In bot mode, if you've got a face down or face up secret action, each of your characters has bold 1. Now, important to note, we're not expecting this to stack, because whereas Pounce says +2 for each secret action, Night Racer says bold 1 if you have a secret action, so you're not going to be stacking it up here, which is a little bit sad. However, it lets you give all of your characters bold 1 or tough 1, which works whether you're going aggressive or defensive, and I've said that Pounce could work in either way, so that's kind of awesome. And now if we have a look at the stars, Night Racer's a 5 cost, Laserbeak's a 5 cost, Pounce is an 8 cost, Mirage is a 7 cost, and you've got a 25-star deck full of 4 characters who love secret actions, and there's a fair bit of draw power. You know, 3 of your 4 characters have draw power. One of lets you play extra secret actions. You've got bold and you've got extra attack. This is a 4-wide team that I am definitely going to be testing when this set drops. And I haven't even got to the stratagem yet. The stratagem costs 1 star, as they all tend to do, and the stratagem reads, once per game, when you flip your Decepticon Pounce Infiltrator to alt mode, you may play up to 2 secret actions. If you do, flip this. So it is a once per game, you can only use it once. But what it essentially allows you to do is play 2 secret actions in 1, and it doesn't take your action for the turn, so potentially with Rat Bat as well, you could be playing 4 secret actions, once per turn, 2 for Infiltration, 1 for Rat Bat. You won't need to have 4 in your hand in order to actually do this, but let's not forget that Skywarp gets 2 secret actions back, so that could work, and Pounce lets you get 1 from the deck, hopefully, if there's 1 in the top 3, so that's quite good. It basically gives you 1 turn to go a bit nuts, play a bunch of secret actions and really boost up your attack. I like it if you're playing Pounce, but I've just sat here and showed you a 25-star deck I really like. In my deck, I don't have space for Infiltration, and because I've got Rat Bat to play extra secret actions, I don't feel that bad about it. But let's be clear, if you're playing a secret action deck, then Pounce is an amazing character. And if you've got a star spare, then yes, you should absolutely use Infiltration. However, I'm not sure you're always going to want to if you don't have the space. Now, we are running long in this video, but the other thing we need to think about with Infiltration here is it's basically a free special ops mission. Without using your action for the turn, this could start you off on some wombo combos here. This could make you really go nuts in terms of playing multiple cards all in one go, and you could get some silly combos going on with this. Something to think about. For now, I'm just getting excited about my 4-wide secret action deck, and I think you should be too. So let me know what you think, and let me know how you'd build it in the comment section. Go nuts, be nice. And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at @TheWassy, where we talk Transformers and a whole bunch of other games, Digimon and Final Fantasy and all kinds of fun things. And do please consider checking out patreon.com/PTCGradio, where you can support the channel, get some bonus pods, all kinds of fun stuff. But by far the most important thing, as always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching Wassy Plays.